Kimberly Turner from cookingwithkimberly.com, and today I'm going to show you how to boil black-eyed peas. Now, black-eyed peas are some of my very favorite legumes. Now, people would venture to say these are beans, because they are, but they are called black-eyed peas. They have little black eyes on them, as you can see. Maybe I can show you one really close up. They have little black bits on there, and they look like black eyes. So what I've got here is about 3 cups or so. I'm making a gorgeous apple braised hickory smoked ham shank. Make sure you check out that show. It's gonna be awesome. And these are a wonderful accompaniment. Black-eyed peas just tend to have a very different flavor to me than other beans, and I'm so excited. These go so well with ham. So into a strainer, I'm going to rinse them off underwater. Now, I did not soak these overnight, and I probably should have, but I wasn't ready. But now I am, and that's okay. They're just gonna cook a little bit longer. So I have a large pot on my stovetop with water, maybe about halfway or so, because I'm not using too many beans. You wanna make sure that they're covered. Use a big enough pot, because these guys are going to at least double in size in that pot. So make sure that they're covered. If you are running out of water, keep topping up. In the meantime, now, I'm going to prelude this. Beans should not be cooked with any kind of salt or any kind of acid. That being said, no lemon juice. I try to stay away from hot sauce because that's vinegar based. No salt in there. And I'm going to add some flavoring though. Don't worry. So a couple bay leaves. I have about a dozen peppercorns. And I have about half a teaspoon of red chili flakes. Now you could use whatever it is you like. You could put coriander or mustard seeds, whatever you want. But that's what I want today, plain and simple. And get these guys cooked up until they're nice and tender. These are gonna take a while, at least an hour, maybe 2. It all depends on how big they are and if you've soaked them or not. So rinse them under cold water, pick through, make sure that there's no strange things in there, foreign objects, and right into the pot. Into the pot they go. Now you can purchase these guys already cooked in a can if you want to, or you can buy them very inexpensively in big giant bags, dried, okay? Again, if you soak them overnight, this is gonna go a lot faster, okay? But that's okay, no worries, I'm not worried about it. This is probably gonna serve 2 or 3 people tonight. If you wanna do more, do the rest of the bag. Do however many you like, or how much you can fit in your pot. Also, it depends on what you're going to use it for. If you're going to use it as just a side dish, then you use a little less. If you're going to make a beautiful creamy black-eyed pea soup or something like that, or use them in chili, which would be a wonderful addition, you might want to make some more, okay? And if you want to have leftovers, make sure that you make more. All right, so let's bring this up to a boil. As soon as it comes up to a boil, you're going to turn it right down to a simmer, and you're going to stir it periodically, I don't know, maybe every 15, 20 minutes or so, whenever you walk through the kitchen. Okay? You could also do these in a slow cooker, and you could also make this happen in a rice cooker. Okay, so make sure you check out my show for how to cook beans in a rice cooker, and it'll give you kind of an idea of how to do that. But if you do it in a slow cooker, I would suggest soaking them overnight just to get them that much further before you start. Okay? All right, these guys are done. You just want to make sure that they're tender enough for you. Now, some people like their beans a little more al dente than others. Some people like them a little bit more soft. So these guys are done. I don't want to go any further and have them waterlogged either, or they'll just fall apart. And that's one of the reasons why you don't want to have it on a full boil. You want to make sure it's on a simmer so it doesn't break them all apart, okay? So do a quick taste test. Perfect. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to strain it, get all the rest of the water out, and put them in a bowl, ready to go. So here you go. That's how you boil black-eyed peas. It's that simple. Now you can serve them just like this, or you can doctor them up a little bit. Put them in a pan or a frying pan even, with some butter, some spices, whatever it is you want. Don't forget, you didn't add any salt when you were boiling because that would take longer to boil them. Same with any kind of acid. So if you want to add any kind of, hot sauce or butter or any other spices at this point, feel free to do it. But hey, that's the basics right there. How to boil black-eyed peas. That took probably about an hour and a half until we were happy with them. They still have a nice little bit of a bite. They're kind of, I would say, al dente in a way. They have a nice little bite. So they're not all the way mushy. I don't like them just falling apart. And that's it. Follow me on Twitter at Cooking with Kim E with a capital E. Like the fan page at facebook.com/cookingwithkimberly. My shows are on iFood TV at my.fossum.tv/cookingwithkimberly, youtube.com/cookingwithkimberly. You can find my show on Roku, Cooking with Kimberly, and I'm also syndicated on Apple TV and Amazon and a few other places. Come to my website at cookingwithkimberly.com and subscribe. Interact with us and let us know what's going on in your culinary world, all right? Be a champion in your kitchen and eat deliciously. Bye!